Welcome back to learnphalcon.com. In this next video I'm going to show you step 2 of creating user login. So we've already created the user. Now we just need to be able to allow the user to log in. So this is a file for the login form, and it's actually using the Volt templating engine, which I don't normally use. It's not generated by the scaffolder by default. You can get the scaffolder to generate Volt files. It's not difficult, it's just a switch. So this is going to go under view/new, and it's going to be called login.volt. Unfortunately, I'm using Notepad++ at the moment, and I don't get any color coding, but that's okay. There are benefits to using Volt. It's easy to use if you're not proficient in PHP, but there are other benefits to it. I might try and use it a little bit more. The login form is probably a good place for me to start using it, as it's lean. There's not too much to it. So back into the user controller, we need for every view a corresponding action in the controller. So this is just an empty function called login action. Phalcon, the action needs to be called exactly the same name as the view, login, and then it'll be able to find the view. So the next step is to create a function in the controller that will authorize the login. So, or validate, I suppose I could have called it either. So this will be called by the login form, the authorize function. What it will do is it will verify that the user's credentials are correct. So firstly, it finds the username. It gets the username and password from the form, finds the username, and then checks the password they've supplied against the hashed version in the database. If it is correct, it will set up a number of session variables. So we need the username, the role of the user, which is very important to be set in a session variable. And this starts us off in a session. And then this will redirect us to the member search page. So by way of a kind of a home page, I'm going to use the member search page of the tennis club database. If it doesn't, it'll go back to the login form. So I think we could try this now. So user/login. Oh, did I not save it? Maybe. There we go. Username Joe B, password, I think I said Joe B as well. And there we go, successfully logged in. Let's give a false login. Your password is not correct. Okay, and if the username doesn't exist, that username was not found. So that works.